This is the third Crystal Dynamics and Aspyr partnered remaster re-release collection, and by this point it is abundantly clear that the latter are more than happy with delivering half-assed results. Where the collection of the first three Tomb Raider games and their expansions felt at least somewhat exciting, and the collection of both Soul Reaver games had a lot of series fans' passionate work in it, this collection of Tomb Raider games is made to just exist and sell copies. Which is a shame, because two of the games included are very good and are alone enough to make this oddly named Tomb Raider 4, 5, 6 Remastered collection worth it. As before, I will focus less on games themselves and more on the collection as a whole and its value. As I've mentioned in the previous collection video, Tomb Raider: The Last Revelation is my favorite classic Tomb Raider game. And yeah, to get it out of the way, there are no Tomb Raider 4, 5 or 6. There are The Last Revelation, which is fantastic, Chronicles, which is very good, and The Angel of Darkness, which is it's unique, but I'll get to it. The Last Revelation and Chronicles feature the most refined and fun classic Tomb Raider experience and are very easy to recommend to modern audiences, unlike any of the original three titles and their expansions. There was a switch with the composers for these titles, but the music remains really good, and the visuals are, in my opinion, still fantastic and, in fact, far superior to the new remastered visuals you can switch to. It feels like there is less of a need for a remaster because of how good The Last Revelation and Chronicles already are, and how well they can run on modern systems, in comparison to the first three games. And also because they didn't have any previously PC exclusive expansion packs. But the quality of life features and the speed of everything working and loading on modern hardware is definitely a benefit for the collection. Plus, The Angel of Darkness gets a few unique elements of its gameplay restored, which were cut in the original release, which is pretty cool. Still, however, it makes you question the need of this collection, given how lazy most of it is. Chronicles and The Angel of Darkness were known for their bugs, and some of those were fixed, but somehow not all of them, and some new ones were added. The visuals of the original Lost Revelation and Chronicles are far superior in 95% of the scenes as mentioned. I mean, look at it. Do you prefer a colorful, exciting and adventurous look to your exciting action-adventure game, or one that is bland, desaturated, and at times even lacks visual flair that the original image had? Well, okay, for The Angel of Darkness, the situation is a bit different. All of the footage you see is with the remastered visuals. You probably couldn't tell because they barely change anything. Some scenes and characters are completely unchanged, some typos are fixed, but it's mostly the same visual, which, just as it was the case with Soul Reaver 2 Remastered, makes me think of the recent The Thing Remastered. Night Dive made their re-release of a PS2 game look like it's a modern game, whereas The Angel of Darkness looks like a simple upscale of a PS2 game, which feels lazy for a franchise with such rich history and influence. Sadly, your experience with the games in this collection is going to have a severe nosedive in quality too, at around the point of the last story act in Chronicles. The Last Revelation has some faults, but it's a bit confusing at worst. Chronicles, up until that last of the 4 story acts, is really good, but the last act is so incredibly poor you will absolutely hate it. It is easily among the worst of the classic Tomb Raider, rivaling Unfinished Business. And The Angel of Darkness, I mean, it's literally an unfinished game, and restoring small bits for this collection doesn't change that. It's still a terrible experience overall. I made it slightly worse for myself by choosing to re-experience the original PC release and play with tank-like controls, but you shouldn't. The original PS2 release was the first entry in the series to try the camera relative controls, and while they're actually also bad, it's still a better experience. But the game is more of a fascinating train wreck. And it's also mostly boring than excitingly bad, and I doubt that anyone's opinion on this title will change with the remaster. Oh, and of course, this production is still made with a bunch of partnered Russian taxpaying companies whose taxes fund the war crimes. Aspyr doesn't seem keen to stop this partnership, and Crystal Dynamics don't seem to mind that their classic brands are being treated with such a lack of attention and care. So, I guess this isn't the last we see of this. And it should be noted that this collection still has all of the bizarre issues of the previous remastered collections. Lack of visual options, terrible achievements design that requires you to play the game incorrectly, bizarrely pointless New Game Plus mode, and control issues that weren't present in the original releases. But then on top of that, this collection removed the special unlockable gallery from Chronicles, meaning that gathering all secrets now does absolutely nothing. It saddens me to be happy about this collection because of how low in quality or care it has gotten by this point, but The Last Revelation and most of Chronicles are genuinely great and worth playing, dragging the body of this collection out of the grave it puts itself in. In fact, if I had to recommend you a selection of Tomb Raider titles to play, I'd completely skip the first collection and grab only this one and then the Legend trilogy, which is the best era of the series so far. And I will be incredibly sad if it's thrown for a remaster to the same hacks that handled these two collections. So, Crystal Dynamics, can you please not do that?